Alright guys, so we're going to explore today using Gravit Designer, a neat tool, this shape building tool we have, which if you use Adobe Illustrator, it's called the Pathfinder series of tools. In this case, I'm not sure what it's called here, but I'm just going to go ahead and create a 1920 by 1080 canvas. I'll press create, and I'm going to create a series of shapes here. So let's go ahead and just create a couple of circles here. So let's go to our ellipse tool here. I'm just going to create one, and then I'm just going to get my move tool here, alt drag it over, two, and we'll just select both of these guys, and we will use our intersect to create this little shape here. I'm gonna right click on this and convert to a path. So I'll just get my ellipse tool again, E on the keyboard here, and just drag another shape up here this way here. Let's see if we can't center the two of these together. And we'll just kind of grab this guy and kind of move him down, not quite centered, but just maybe just off center a little bit. We could even just, say for instance, like that maybe. And just select the two of these, and once again use our intersect tool, and hey, look at that, we got a little shield shape here. Let's go over here and let's once again right click on this and create a path off of this. The fun thing about this is now that it's pretty symmetrical here. There's no guesswork in terms of all this. This is what's wonderful about these shape building tools here. Let's grab this. This actually, Gravit Designer actually has a really awesome tool. If you go over here to modify, let's actually real quick go to Control C, Control V, and let's change the color here. Say for instance red, and we'll just right click on this, modify, right over here, path, and let's go ahead, expand, shrink, and let's say -10. And let's see what it looks like here. That's pretty cool, right? And what we'll do is we'll actually just go one more time. We'll just go once again, modify, path. Actually, once again, we'll just Control C, Control V, and we'll just change the color to, say, for instance, blue. And we'll just grab this shape on top, modify, path, convert, or not convert, expand, shrink, and let's do -20 this time here. And so we got that. So we got this blue shape and this red shape. The cool thing about the expand shrink is that in lieu of, say for instance, actually resizing it, is what this does is actually translates all the different shapes that you've made before and creates a new shape based off of what you made before, right? So it basically just sort of interprets this as if you were to, say for instance, keep all the same relationships. Let's select the blue shape and the red shape here, and let's go over here to subtract. And when we subtract, we have this new kind of like outline of a shape here. Let's grab this, right click on the layer, convert to path, select both of these, and hey, look at that. What we can do is we can just subtract all this, and now we've got this little shape here. We can convert this to a path like this, and now we've got this neat little shape here that's kind of hanging out, this little shield shape. It's got kind of a sort of a shall we say, little kind of embossment here. That's kind of fun. Let's go over this way here. Let's do the same thing we did before. Let's grab two circles. Sort of alt drag this off to the side here. Grab this. Select both of these guys. Hit my little intersect here. Now we've got this one little like kind of pointed ellipse here. Convert that to a path. Control C, Control V once. Control V twice. Let's grab the top one here. Grab this little shape here. Kind of turn it over a little bit. Move it to see if it can't get centered in with this guy here. Move it up some. Grab this other guy here. Center this guy, or really convert this guy over the same side here, like so. And what we'll do is we'll just select all these guys here. We'll see if we can't align them to the bottom like that. That's good. And we'll just combine them together here. That's kind of fun. All right, let's right click on this, convert to path, and let's grab a rectangle tool here. Let's grab a rectangle tool. Let's do a little rectangle going right across like this. And I'm going to just grab this rectangle tool. Oh, it's a real thin rectangle here. And I'm actually going to alt drag this down below where I can't see it anymore. It's just kind of off, not where I can't see it, but where I can, it's not interfering with this. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of select all this, hit subtract, right click on this, convert to path. Let's drag this up here, kind of get it right there next to it, Alt drag it down some to where they're really close together. They're touching each other like that. Get rid of that. Select all this and subtract. Right click on this again, convert to path. Hey, look at that. Looks kind of like the Adidas symbol. It's kind of fun. Last thing we'll do here is we'll grab our ellipse tool. We'll just make a circle. And then we'll maybe Control C, Control V. And we'll just sort of shrink this down some. And we'll just select both of these guys here. Actually, first what we'll do is we'll color this red for now. Let's color this red, and let's just leave this here for now. And let's grab our ellipse tool or a rectangle tool here, and let's just grab a rectangle tool, and we'll just make a rectangle that's about the same size as this. So sort of like, use your little blue lines here to make a little rectangle. It's about the same size as this. Center it as best you can here. Make sure it's centered with a circle here. Select both of these, and we'll just combine them together. Right click on them, and say convert to path. And then we'll do the same thing we did before with all this. We'll just grab a little, grab R on the keyboard for a rectangle tool, and we'll just maybe make 3 or 4, maybe 5 of these here. 1. We'll just sort of drag this down. 1, 2, and Control D, 3, 4, 5. And we can just sort of select all these guys, size them up to the same size as your comet here, or I call it a comet. Oops, spoilers. All right, I'll select all these guys. And I'll move one, say for instance, this way. I'll move another one, say for instance, I'll just like sort of shrink it down some. This one right here, I'll kind of move this way here. And what we can do is, what we'll do is we'll have to do this one by one. So click on this one, hold down Shift, grab this guy right here, and we'll combine them together. And then we'll right click on this and say convert to path. We'll grab this guy right in the middle here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to a corner, and I'll just kind of pull the corner down some. So you pull it over to where it's like all the way, like, you know, circular on the edges here. I'll right click, I'll hold down Shift, I'll grab both of these guys, and I'll do, let's see here once again, grab this one, hold down Shift, grab this one, and I'll just do subtract. Uh-oh. Just one more time here. What if I do this and then we're here? Is this on top? This is right here. Okay, make sure this is on top. Control, Shift, and up. And make sure, we can call this like something different here. All right, so make sure this is on top. Hold down Shift, grab that, hit subtract. And we can just right click on this, make sure it's a path. Control, Shift, and down. Make sure it's on the bottom here. Right here, what we'll do is we'll just hold down Shift, grab. Okay, this is trying to get me into tablet mode here. All right, what I'll do is I'll grab this guy, hold down Shift, and what we'll do is we'll just combine these together here, and grab this guy here, bring the corners down, grab this guy, right click on him, convert to path, Control, Shift, and down. Make sure this is on top by changing the color here. Good stuff. Hold on Shift and subtract. And finally, just we can even like adjust the shape here. Maybe I'll just pull this down slightly here, maybe even further out like this. Grab these two, combine these together, right click on this, convert to path. And finally what we can do is we can just hit A on the keyboard, D on the keyboard rather, and we can select all these corners on the end here and just corner them down to be right about there, about 35 or so. So they'll be kind of circular here. Make sure this is a path. Select both of these, and let's get V on the keyboard here. Select both of these, and we'll just subtract this, which will give us this little comet shape here. Make this into a path, and from there we can sort of like kind of curve this down. So there's like a firing off space here, and then from there you can kind of like pull your shapes in whatever color you want here. Maybe we can color them all like, I don't know, dark red or something like that. So last thing you'll do is you'll just make your own little shape here based off of what we've learned. So see if you can't use either your intersect and your subtract or your unite and whatever. Just create a complex shape based off of these little shape builder tools here. And yeah, can't wait to see what you guys produce. See y'all in class.